Begin. Hi, I'm Barry Forbes. I am WASB Associate Executive Director and Staff Counsel. And the purpose of this workshop, what every Wisconsin school board needs to know about charter schools, is to help Wisconsin school boards understand their role as charter school authorizers. All Wisconsin school boards have the responsibility under Wisconsin law to authorize and evaluate charter schools. And since boards have that responsibility, they should consider adopting policies that describe how they will carry out that responsibility, how they will solicit and evaluate applications, contract with and monitor and review and renew, non-renew, or revoke charter school contracts. The secondary purpose of this workshop is to help Wisconsin school boards understand what is required by the law and what policy options that they have. If you have any questions regarding any of this, you can contact me at bforbes@wasb.org or at 608-512-1707. And I'll repeat that contact information later. The definition of a charter school is found on the Department of Public Instruction website, and you'll see it up there on your screen. Charter schools are public non-sectarian schools. The charter school is created through an agreement between the governance board of the charter school and the authorizing entity. Most charter schools are authorized by Wisconsin school boards, but there are other chartering entities under 118.40 paren 2R and paren 2X. This presentation focuses on school boards as charter school authorizers. Wisconsin law allows charter schools freedom from most, but not all, laws and regulations governing Wisconsin school districts. In exchange for that freedom, charter schools must be agree to be held accountable to the authorizer for their results. And when we talk about results, we mean student achievement, financial responsibility, and operational compliance with the contract. The Wisconsin Resource Center for Charter Schools provides valuable resources for charter school authorizers, and one of those resources is an authorizer best practices guide. And I took from that guide this definition of authorizing charter schools, and this in the next slide. Authorizing is the process of approving an application for a charter, negotiating a contract, overseeing a school, and deciding whether to close a school at the end of its charter or renew its contract. While Wisconsin state legislators pass laws about charter school operation and are publicly accountable for ensuring quality, it is the authorizer that directly holds charter schools accountable for results. Authorizers not only allow promising applicants to open schools, but also close ineffective charter schools. So why should a school board consider authorizing a charter school? And WSB staff and our friends at the Wisconsin Charter School Resource Center have talked about this, and I came up with 4 reasons: innovation, parental choice, meeting a specific local need in education, and meeting needs of children at risk. But since we've developed this PowerPoint, I've discovered a 5th reason, and that would be to attract and retain student enrollment in the school district. And many school boards are discovering that they can attract students from home schools or private schools or through open enrollment, or encourage students that are residents of their district to not open enroll in another district, to instead enroll in their charter school. And that may be a primary reason why school boards authorize charter schools, to serve students that might otherwise choose to go elsewhere if they did not provide them that option. The entities that may authorize charter schools in Wisconsin include all Wisconsin school district boards. And then I list on this slide the 9 other entities that authorize charter schools. And in addition to these entities, any district board of a Wisconsin technical college or any chancellor of a UW institution may authorize a charter school in Wisconsin. This workshop is going to focus on school boards as charter school authorizers. This slide is more generally aimed at school boards adopting policies and addresses things that boards need to think about whenever they're considering updating any school board policy. And writing policy starts out with understanding what state law and federal law requires. That's the parameters that limit what the school board does. And once the school board understands what the state and federal law requirements are, it can identify what things are subject to local control and basically identify what choices it gets to make. And then it can make choices based on local values, needs, interests, and requirements. And in doing that, the board should consider both present and future implications of the policy. The board should make certain that the policy is consistent with other school district policies, practices, employee handbooks, and contracts, and provide clear guidance to administration and staff. Section 11840(3)M lists 6 things that all school boards must do regarding charter school applications. And the first bullet point lays it out. School boards are required to solicit and evaluate charter school applications. And all boards are required to do that, whether they have authorized a charter school or not. They're also required to consider principles and standards of the National Association of Charter School Authorizers. I'll talk about that more later. And give preference to, in awarding charter school contracts, to charter schools serving children at risk. The remainder of the 11840(3)M requirements are to approve only high-quality charter school applications, to monitor charter school performance and compliance with state law, and to submit an annual report to the state superintendent and legislature. All charter school authorization policies should address, at a minimum, the application process, contract negotiations, monitoring and oversight, contract termination, renewal and non-renewal, and the authorizer annual report. In the next video, I will review the application process and talk about policies relating to the application process. If you have any questions, you can reach me at bforbes@wasb.org, or my telephone number is 608-512-1707. Okay then.